Hello, I'm Sasha of Sasha Makes Cards, and welcome to an unboxing video for the Summer 2025 Cherry Box for our Cherry on Top crafts. Now, of course, we're going to be unboxing the Cherry Box today, but we are also going to be making a project with some of the stuff that is included in this box. Now, of course, it is the Summer Cherry Box, so there is a lot of summer-themed goodies in here, so let's just get right into it. Now, one of the first things you will see when you open the box is a little pamphlet telling you everything inside. Hold on. There we go. So, here's the front of it. Little description as well as some inspiration pictures right off the bat. Now, lots of the products in this box features the Simple Stories Summer Snapshots collection, which again is perfect for summer. However, there are also some other products in here as well. On the back of your little pamphlet, you will see a complete list of everything included in the box to give a full idea of everything you're getting and all the different things you can create with. So we'll set that aside and start taking out some of our goodies here. Just to give us some more room, I'm going to take everything out of the box and then we will go through it. And there we go. The box is out of the way and we can have a better look of everything that is included in the box. So let's start with some of the stuff that is not a part of the Simple Stories Summer Snapshots collection, but goes just as well with it. I'm going to start off with the Dina Wakley Media Gloss in the color Raspberry. It's a glossy acrylic medium. I will be completely honest, I've never used the gloss. I have seen it before. I honestly don't even know what you can really do with it. Media Gloss is an opaque acrylic medium that dries to a glossy finish, used in media journals on chipboard shapes, media board, and other surfaces. Glosses are water soluble when wet, permanent when dry, shake well before use. That would be kind of fun to play with, and it comes with a little eyedropper squeezy bottle top. So that would be fun to play with. There are some products in here that you can use this with, like the stencil, which we will get into. But starting off, we have the gloss, and then something that goes well with it are these assorted tags. White tags for mixed media includes 5 each of number 3 and number 5 tags, so that would work well with the gloss medium included in the box. I also see here some cupped sequins. You get 200 of these sequins. I always do love playing with some embellishments, so here's those sequins. And then something else, which is quite fun, is this bracelet kit. This kit includes 200 pieces and can make 8 bracelets. It says it includes glass beads, resin beads, and stretch cord. It's been quite some time since I've made any kind of beaded bracelets, so this will be kind of fun to play with, actually. Now, the rest of the stuff included in this box are from Simple Stories. So let's get into everything here. First off, here is the washi tape from the Summer Snapshots collection. I had to think about that for a second. Here's the back that shows the swatches of the tape included in this little set. You get 3 rolls of 15mm tape, 2 rolls of 8mm. We have a little camera design, florals, polka dots, stripes, and this cute beach ball design. Next, we have the Bits and Pieces ephemera embellishment set. Here's an overview of all the bits and pieces included in the set. In this pack, there are 57 pieces, so plenty of ephemera to make whatever you want. Next, we have some brads, which this set includes 27 self-adhesive brads as well as 4 chipboard pieces. Now, I've never actually worked with brads. I've never used them in my projects because I primarily do card making and I've never reached for brads, so maybe I can try and do something fun with these. Here is the camera's stencil. Again, perfect for the summer snapshots theme. It is a 6x8 stencil, and I imagine would be fun to use with the gloss medium that is included in the kit. I'm going to set some of these aside so that we have a little bit more room here. Next, we have the chipboard stickers. Now, this pack includes 28 stickers. Again, the amazing summer theme. I really like these. That ice cream cone is so cute. The camera, the Polaroid images. So these just pop out of, just like that, of the chipboard sheet that they are in. And it looks like they have an adhesive on the back, I would assume, because they're stickers. So that would be fun to include in some card designs. Then we have a 6x8 paper pad of the Summer Snapshots papers. There are 24 double-sided sheets that include 4 designer prints, 2 3x4 greeting card element sheets. A lot of fun designs in here. I love all the summer designs. The seagulls, the beach balls, the ice cream, the water, lemons. I kind of like all of them. Let me remove the sticky adhesive on this, and then we can get a better look at all of the sheets of paper included in this set. So let's do a quick little flip through. I love the colors of this set. Everything screams summer. Perfect for, again, I do mostly card making, so I'm excited to make some fun summer-themed cards with everything included in this box. But for those that do any kind of memory keeping, scrapbooking, this box will be perfect for documenting all of your summer memories. Now, before we get into this thing here, oh, that was loud. Let's open up the 12x12 papers that are included in this box. Now, there are a lot... Oh, and we're upside down. There we go. Now, there are quite a few sheets of paper here. Let's see if I can show this well. Oh, paper and then a sticker sheet. I'm going to show this here before I show the paper. We have this really fun cardstock sticker sheet of, again, a bunch of the summer designs. The sticker sheet nicely matches the chipboard stickers, so you can kind of use these hand in hand. But here is the 12x12 paper. You get quite a few sheets in here, all of which are the same paper that you get in the 6x8 paper pad. And they are all double-sided. Do a quick flip through here because we kind of already seen them. Oh, and then you also have, right, this is different. You get some tag elements, 3x4 elements, the full designs, more tag elements. So a lot of fun things in here as well. And then the last thing included in this box is also from Simple Stories, is a 6x8 snap flip book in the color yellow. Now, I've already said this several times. I do mostly card making. I don't really touch scrapbooking, memory keeping. However, I'm excited to try and figure out something I can do with this. I love the bright yellow. Again, it's really fun for summer, so I kind of want to see if I can do something with this. The Snap Flip book here is a 6x8. It includes 10 pocket pages. You get some different sizes in here. Let's actually open this up and take a look. Let's open this up here. In the flip book, you have a total of 10 pocket pages, each with a different number of pockets, so you can use different kinds of pictures. We have a full page, then there's some pockets with 2 pockets on each page, 3 pockets on each page, and 4 pockets in each page. So you have a lot of wiggle room when it comes to designing your flip book and what size pictures or whatever you want to include in it. And then of course with this, you can open it up. Now I've never used a flip book, so I'm assuming you can probably add more, but I'm not entirely sure. But considering this is here, that I would think so. But let's just close that up for now. So this is the complete summer 2025 cherry box. So now let's see what we can make with some of these summer themed goodies. So my original plan for this video and what I was going to make with the summer cherry box my plan was just to make one card. But then I got looking through everything and there was too many ideas happening that I needed to make more than one card. So I made 3 cards. And even then I feel like I could keep going with all the fun stuff in this box. I especially really liked all of the things from the Simple Stories Summer Snapshots collection. Now, of course, I don't usually do scrapbooking, memory keeping. I usually do card making. But a lot of stuff in this collection works really well with card making. Sometimes I find that a lot of it is geared towards more memory keeping, but I had a lot of fun picking through all of the elements and piecing together some different cards. So initially when I first started making my card, or soon-to-be trio of cards, I had pulled out the cardstock stickers, the chipboard stickers, the 6x8 paper pad, as well as the bits and pieces little ephemera pack that has 57 bits and pieces, I guess. I also later on decided to use the camera's stencil, which you will see, but initially those are the items that I started working with. When I was first looking at the 6x8 paper pad, my favorite piece of paper in that paper pad was the beach ball pattern with all the little beach balls with the blue water background. So I was initially just going to make a card with that, but then I got looking through everything and there was a fun lemon patterned paper as well as a lot of different yellow and lemon themed elements. So then I also decided to make a yellow lemon themed card as well. And then as I was finishing up the 2 cards, the lemon card and the card with the beach ball pattern, trying to figure out how everything was going to be laid out, I had some extra elements I had picked out that I thought I was going to use for the beach ball card, but then I just didn't quite like it. Like I wanted a different layout than what I was trying to do. However, they were elements that all went pretty well together, so then I got looking and I found another piece of paper and I made a 3rd card. So once I had got started, it was pretty hard to stop. For the beach ball patterned paper, I trimmed that down to act as a full background for my US A2 size card. So that paper measures 4.25 by 5.5 inches. And then the lemon paper, I wanted to cut a strip of it and place it at the top of my card. So I cut that to measure, I think 2 inches by 5.5 inches is what I did. For the lemon card, I wanted to create a simple gradient with some Distress Oxides kind of peeking out from the pattern paper strip at the top of the card. So I used some mustard seed Distress Oxide. However, it didn't quite match the paper and the rest of the yellow elements like I was hoping. So I added some spiced marmalade very lightly because I didn't want it to be too orange. And that worked pretty well and I was happy with how that color looked. And from there, it was pretty much just figuring out how I wanted all the elements to be layered and glued on the cards. They're very easy cards to make, which is also another reason I was able to make 3 so quickly. But for the yellow card, I actually, and this is kind of what inspired the lemon theme to begin with. Once I found the lemon pattern paper, in the cardstock sticker sheet, there was this really nice strip of scalloped lemon sticker for the edge of things, I guess you would say. So I put that along the bottom of the strip of pattern paper where the paper meets the ink blending. It is a slightly different yellow, but with all the different stuff layered on top of it, I think it blends in quite nicely. And then I started layering a bunch of different elements onto that card. I have I think every single card has elements from the chipboard stickers, the cardstock stickers, as well as the bits and pieces pack. So this yellow card, I have a sentiment from the bits and pieces that says soaking in the rays for days. I have a little lawn chair, a chipboard sticker sun, and Polaroid camera, as well as some lemons and lemonade from the bits and pieces. For the card with the beach ball pattern background, I used a sentiment that says summer fun, as well as a smaller sentiment that says let's be lazy from the cardstock sticker set. And then I used the umbrella, which is from the bits and pieces, and the lawn chair on this card is from the chipboard stickers. For the third and final card that I created is this sandy, beachy card. I had these elements out because I wanted to use them, like I said, for the card with the beach ball pattern, but then as I was gluing everything down and figuring out the layout, I didn't quite want them there. But they all went so nicely together, so I took another look at the 6x8 paper pad, and included in the paper pad are some 3x4 greeting card element sheets. And one of them has a matching image to one of the chipboard stickers. That's this little Polaroid of some seashells on a beach with a sentiment that says hope life is just beachy. And I knew right then and there, perfect. I had my next card. To create the background for this card, this is where I grabbed the camera's stencil included in the cherry box and ink blended a super simple background. Initially I grabbed scorched timber distress oxide and frayed burlap distress oxide because I didn't know which one I wanted to use, but then I started using the frayed burlap and it matches perfectly. It's the perfect color for this card. It matches incredibly well. It looks sandy, it looks beachy, and that was a nice touch. So then I ink blended the background, removed the stencil, lightly ink blended a little more over top of that, and glued everything down. So of course this card has the greeting element as well as the matching chipboard sticker, and then I have a seagull chipboard sticker, 2 pieces from the bits and pieces pack, as well as a little heart cardstock sticker. And that is the completed trio of some fun summer themed cards I created using the summer 2025 cherry box from A Cherry on Top Crafts. There are so many fun things included in this box. There's quite a few things that of course I did not use in these projects, but we saw in the unboxing. So there is a lot of fun to be had with this box. But anyways, I'll be sure to leave links in the description for my social media as well as to shop at A Cherry on Top Crafts website. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.